For the past 15 months, I have been exploring karmic energy. Now, what initially got me into it was the fact that I have always just had really bad dynamics with money. And I mean really bad dynamics. It doesn't show up, it is never there when you need it, or it runs out and so you're just constantly in survival. I'm talking about more than just building certain skills, making a budget, and learning how to work with money. It's way beyond that. However, that's not to say that doesn't mean that there aren't certain skills to be built for myself. Obviously, this is all a part of a process, right? But because of this very obvious pattern in my life, I was prompted and divinely guided by spirit to reach out to a very well-known and very powerful healer, let's just say, for the time being. And working with their team, I actually started to begin to identify and then also begin to unravel these threads that we're going to start talking about in the upcoming days and weeks. The first thread that I want to even just mention here is the thread of tragedy. And what do I mean by this? The thread of tragedy is an emotional storyline that keeps playing out over and over again. In the coming days and weeks, I'm going to be sharing in-depth examples that are going to allow you to specifically identify if these patterns are playing out for you. But first, let me share my own thread of tragedy that actually prompted me to go get help, really. My thread of tragedy looks like this. Here we go. So in high school, there was a guy that I really liked, and that guy ended up passing away. A little while after that, there was another guy that came along that actually reminded me of the first guy that I mentioned, and that guy ended up going to juvie. There was just all of my relationships somehow missed the mark in some kind of way. There was emotional availability, chaotic, imbalanced dynamics. And later down the road, there was just all out domestic violence. So throughout my relationships, I've been able to identify this thread of tragedy, ending my relationships with the same emotional flavor, let's say. Let me tell you, it wasn't fun when I actually identified this theme. It broke my heart. And that's exactly why I'm a great teacher for this, because in my own exploration, I'm going to be teaching you, sharing with you what I've learned over the past 15 months up to this point, and as I continue to unravel these threads for myself, because there are more than one thread. If you're interested in learning more about karmic energy, karmic threads, identifying these things in your life, and just here for all of the things that we're going to explore with this, not a series, but curriculum, if you're into it, if you resonate with my energy, if you resonate with my magenta hair, follow for more, because you might not see me again.